Hi everyone, it's day 3. Time to open up another door. Alright, so let's see what we have in door number 3. Let's see, what side is it on? 9, 7, 6, 4, 3. Alright, 3 is the bottom of the Christmas tree. Oh, we have we have 3 stamps and 3 dies. We have a hat, a scarf, and mittens. And then there's a scarf, a hat, and I think this is for the mittens dies. All right. Well, let me grab some things and let's figure out what we can do with this one. Back in a minute. All right. Well, let's see. I'm thinking I'm going to make a tent fold card. And I'm going to use the Torn Paper Notes nesting dies from the Letters of the Heart. And I pulled out a embossing folder that has a wood grain on it. I might use that. And I pulled out a Winter Wishes that I had from last year. And then I have some assorted paper here, some cream, some green. I have a piece of craft paper. And I have a sheet that I pulled out from the Gnomes paper, the Crafter's Companion Gnome paper that came out last year. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do, let me open this up. And this card, I've heard it called several different things. I've heard it called everything from a frame card to a pop-out card, but it's not really a pop-out card because the inset hangs in the card. What we're going to do, let's see, do I want to use these two? So I'm going to cut a hole in the front of this card. And then I'm thinking this Winter Wishes will go on the bottom. Let me flip these over. So I'll need enough room here for Winter Wishes. Then I'll have this frame. And then the actual hole cut out of it will be the smaller die. And this should be room enough. These are the dies for the scarf, the mittens, and the hat to hang in the middle. Yeah, I'm thinking that will be all right. Let me make sure this is in the center. And I will tape it down. All right, so this is 3/4 of an inch from there. And it's an inch from there. Let me measure the middle one. All right, so if I'm an inch from this side, inch. All right, an inch should do it. All right, so tape that down. I'm going to stick another piece of tape on the bottom, make sure this does not move. And I'm going to run this through the machine. All right, we'll take this out. Might find use for that. Now, let's see. I'm going to need to cut this. So I'm going to cut this. I think I'm going to cut this 5 by 7 and go side to side on this. All right, so let me grab my paper cutter. The dies. Let's go 5. By 7. And I've marked mine because if this is 6, It's 1, 2, 3, 4. That red mark on there is 7 inches. And I marked it because we cut that so often. I just figured I'd mark that instead of having to pull the stick out. All right, so now this is going to be on here. It's overhanging a little bit. Check this. Little sliver was hanging off. That's better. All right. So what I should have done is I should have tacked this on here first. And I did not. So now there we go. Let's see. I will just tape this whole thing together. Oop. Make sure my paper is straight. Let me run this through the machine. All right, pull this off. Will now fit on here. Let's go ahead and glue that on there. Okay, there's that. Now we'll need a frame, which I think I'm going to do in green. Let's see, so this is the piece I cut out. So I need to go up one nesting die up and cut this and this. So let me trim this paper off. That on there so it holds still. Now line this up. Oops, moved. Stick another piece on here. And let me run this through the machine. All right, so now we have our frame. That's trash. Keep that. Pull this off. That off. That off. All right, so we're done with the nesting dies. Bring this back in. Trash. Now I'm going to need my fine tip bottle here. Now let's make sure I have it down the correct way. It goes this way. All right, so now our front is good, and our winter wishes should fit here. So I will need a strip of white paper, which I did not grab. All right, so now we have some white paper. Put my cap on here. All right, so I have, let's see how much real estate I have here. So I have about an inch to work with. All right, so let me cut this. One inch. And let's see, how long is this? About 5 inches. So that will be like that. There we go. So now I have a little tiny border around that. That will fit. Now I need my stamping platform. Center this. This is kind of a wobbly stamp. Had it in my stash from last year. I know it's Crafter's Companion, but I couldn't tell you what it was from. That looks centered. Pick that up. I think we'll do black again. do it one more time. Wishes look a little light. It's a very long stamp. There we go. All right, Winter Wishes is done. Now I think because this has such a ragged edge, I think I'm going to rough up the edges around this. This is just an edger. Crafter's Companion makes them. I mean, everybody, I think every company makes them. You can always use the side of your scissors if you don't have one of these. I think I'll rough up this edge too. I think that goes better with the card. So I will glue these two together. I think I'm going to put this on foam. This is the 3M picture mounting tape. It works great for as a foam. It's not too thick. The back peels so easy. All right, so let's line this up. May have to stick my head in here for a minute. Oh, it's off. All right, I'm going to have to stick my head in here. There we go. All right. So now, let's get to our stamps and dies. All right, so let's take these out. Once again, these seem to be acrylic. Let me grab my stamping platform. Put those over there so I don't lose that. Take off Winter Wishes. All right. I'm just going to cut part of this off. The scarf, we We have mittens, and we have a hat. And once again, I'm using the Algum ink because it's good for watercolors, markers, or colored pencils. I can use it for anything, and I don't have to think about it anymore, which is really nice if I decide I want to add the water-based sparkle pen over the alcohol ink. You know, other inks, it would smear, but with this, I don't have to worry about it smearing. I can add the water-based sparkle on top of anything. Look how nice that stamps. All right. All right, let's line up my dies. Let's see. Cutting edge is in the middle. All right. All right, now, so we have a lot of red and green primary colors here. So let's see, what color do we want to paint this, color this scarf? We'll leave that white. Put some sparkle on there. Then, let's see. It's the sparkle pen. That looks a lot darker. Let me go with, darken this a little bit. That's better. All right, so now everything is colored, so let's construct the inside piece here. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a piece that is going to hang. So we'll need a, let's see, I think we're going to do, let's see, I was thinking craft card. It might be too harsh. Nope. I think we're going to stick with that. So if this opening is four and a half inches, I want to go 5 by 3. So I'm going to cut a piece of 3 by 5. All right, and for a little more interest, I am going to run it through this embossing folder. Let's see. This is the flat. This is going to push into here. So let me take some, let's see what the warm cocoa looks like here. Oh, that, perfect. So I used the Gina K warm cocoa. I'm going to place this on here. Close it up, run it through the machine. All right, let's see what we have. Perfect. So now my thought was I would attach these here on foam like this. All right. But first let me make the dangly piece. It's going to make all this work. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut a piece. Probably need, let's see, we'll make it a 1/2 inch. Should do it. And let's go with, let's see, what's the distance from here to here? 3/4 of an inch. So let's go with a 1/2. That would be an inch. So 2 inches. All right, so we have a piece that is 2 inch by a 1/2 inch. We're going to fold it in half. And then we're going to take these tabs and fold it in half and half. So we end up with a V. We're going to glue our V together here. Just hold that for a second. Now we're going to open our card. And in the middle, we're going to put glue on this side and this side. We're going to put this in the fold, close the card. All right, we'll give that a second to dry. While that dries, we'll attach these. You know what? I'm going to wait until I position it. Make sure it's in the middle. Now, we're going to glue this to this tab that is hanging here. So we'll put some glue here. We will center this here. Oops. Bring it down. You know what? I'm looking at this and I don't like how short this is. Take this off. I'm going to cut another piece. So this piece was 3 inches by 5. I'm going to go 4 by 5. Don't like the way that's hanging there. All right, 4 inches by 5. Get our folder back. Ink this up again. Lay that down. I'm going to run this back through the machine. Let's try this again. Some glue on here. Ooh, way too much glue on there. We'll cover this. Make sure we're even. Make sure we're straight. That's much better. That's a lot better. All right, let that dry since it has a lot of extra glue on it. So now the stopper. All right, so we need this piece to be 2 inches long. Then we're going to score it every 1/2 inch. Or we can fold it into 4ths. Let's just fold it into 4ths. So we end up with an M. So one side of the M will be glued here in the front, flush with the bottom of the card. We'll put some glue here. We'll close the card. Hold that for a minute so it can dry and catch. All right, so now your card can't open any more than that. All right, so now our card is sealed. All right, so let's pull these off. Let me use Connect glue for this. Now that I've pulled these off, I'm going to need to put some glue on here. Put this one in the middle. All right, so let me move the camera. All right, so here's our finished card. So see, now when you stand it up, it's flat in the envelope, but then when you stand it up, the brown part that we made look like wood hangs in the middle. Just like that. So that's a kind of a fun, easy little card. And I hope you enjoyed this. And we'll see you again tomorrow with door number 4. Stay crafty.